Alright, so we're going to be playing This War of Mine today, which is a game I did cover in the pre-release. There was a pressed build that allowed you to play for about 12 days. It wasn't complete, but I enjoyed it very much. It is not an easy game, and I have not played the full release, so it's going to be a semi-blind thing. Most likely, we're going to be horribly killed. But yay, that's part of the fun. In This War of Mine, you are playing as a civilian in a war zone, just trying to survive in some bombed out buildings, trying to get enough food and heat and medicine to make it through to the end of the war. I don't know if we're going to be able to make that happen in the length of today's live stream, but we're going to give it the best go. Hello, 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 hello. All right, everyone's good. So, we're going to go, I think, another try. I started the game, make sure it was running okay, so another try. Now, one of the things I have to say, between the release version and the press build that I played, is it doesn't seem to do the Xbox controller. In the press preview, the mouse controls were really not good. But if you plugged in an Xbox 360 controller, then it was like, okay, yeah, that works fine. In this one, the mouse controls seem to be excellent, and it doesn't seem to obey the Xbox controller at all, unless I've got something set up wrong, which is entirely possible. So it looks like they've got a more focused, maybe PC port going on here, or a PC version. Not a port. It was made in, this game I believe was made in Unity 3D. I might be wrong about that, and that is nice in that it is native on all kinds of different computers, so they clearly have specialized control versions for each platform, which is nice. So, we're going to start off with three fellows this time. Get a little bit of flavor text going on. How long has the siege lasted? It's hard to say when every day is a struggle for survival. The city is crawling with snipers. Shelling is ordinary business almost every night. Phones don't work, there's a shortage of food and meds, and many people are left homeless. Bruno and Marco have always been good friends. So these are, it's like, unless I'm wrong, it's like semi-procedural which characters you get and how they describe it, I'm not sure. Bruno and Marco have always been good friends. When the war broke out, they decided to stick together. They met Pavla while scavenging for supplies. He used to be Pogoren's star football player. Now he's just another homeless victim of war, so they teamed up, hoping for the best. So, if we go and check things out, first of all, we'll do a quick look at the settings. Not a whole lot of options going on here. I know I'm playing at a wonky resolution because I'm just doing a windowed thing here. So yeah, there's not a whole lot going on there. I will point out that there are quite a few different language options, which is kind of nice to see. Apparently, we're going to be speaking default today. Luckily, I am fluent in default. And yeah, so then we've got our characters over here. So we've got Pavlo over here. We can go into his bio. He's a fast runner, because apparently he's some sort of football star or something like that. Before this whole mess begun, I lived with my wife and son in the better part of the city. I haven't seen them in a long time. I hope they're okay. I'm not doing so well, as you can see. Who needs football players during the war? Nobody cares about sports when every day can be their last. So I scavenge the ruins like everyone else, hoping for the best. And there'll be more information here at some point. Everyone's still good? Everyone's still good? Yeah, I'm going to be trying to upload these to YouTube. Hopefully it's there. Sometimes I upload them really fast, and sometimes I'm kind of slow. Bruno is a good cook, but he's also a smoker. So I suspect he's going to get depressed if we don't get him some cigarettes. Before the war, I used to own a restaurant. I even had my own TV show, Bruno's Cuisine. I'm sure you've seen it. I visited beautiful places where I was filmed cooking exquisite dishes. All that seems of no importance now, don't you think? Nowadays, you're lucky if you get your hands on some canned meat or a bag of rice. Who knows how long this war is going to last? And finally, we've got Marco over here. He's a skilled scavenger. Excellent. Okay. I thought I'd been through hell before. I'm a fireman. I've entered blazing buildings to save lives more than I care to remember. But back then, I had people teamed up against a common foe, namely the fire. Nowadays, your former neighbor can kill you because your grandparents spoke a different language than his. This is a true hell on earth. All right. So this is our shelter where we are. I'll also note that Marco is slightly sick and Bruno is slightly wounded. The first thing we could do is check out the medicine cabinet over here to see if there's any medication available. And other than that, we're going to start... There we go. Click and drag. We're going to start scavenging some of these things. Let's get Bruno to scavenge over here. You over here. Do we not have a... Oh, it's down here. Derp, derp, derp. No, we have no medicine, no bandages, no anything like that. But we might be able to scavenge some. So let's see what we can dig up over here. We've got a lockpick, some components, a little bit of clean water, wood, and electrical parts. We'll grab all that. There's no inventory limit in your actual home base, which is where we are now. We can have as much stuff as possible there. But when night comes and we start doing our scavenging, then inventory capacity becomes incredibly important. We do not go out during the day. Going out during the day just gets you shot by snipers, basically. So I'm trying to remember the order of things I did this in the demo. We'll see how it goes. All right, so we've scavenged a little bit more. Now we're gonna go for all the easy scavenge, but some of it's got to be dug up, and I'm hoping that we can get a ladder before we get to that point. But it looks like that might not be possible, actually. I'm assuming we can't pry open this door. We don't have a crowbar. Oh no, we can. Okay, good. And you over here. Why don't you go and search this desk? Alright, we got some herbs, can be used to make herbal medication, and rolled up cigarettes. That'll be nice for a smoker, I suppose. And let's see what we can go and build over here. It's currently 17 degrees Celsius, nice and warm. It'll be, it will get colder, and then we'll have to worry about heating. So we got some mechanical parts, more electrical parts. You over here, search that. So, getting a bed relatively early is good. Getting a stove relatively early is good, because we can cook some extra food. A metal workshop, though, I think we're going to prioritize that, because I would like to be able to make a crowbar for some of the household stuff, and maybe one shovel. So I'm going to go ahead and place it right next to the other workshop, right over here. So get that going. Alright, we've got some more herbs, more parts, little things like that. I guess we'll maybe start digging one of these out by hand before we get the shovel, maybe. A little bit more. And I guess we're only most likely going to build one shovel, I think. So a lot of people will be digging with their bare hands anyway, so it doesn't really matter too terribly much. All right. Yeah, so this is based on certain people's... Oh, no, open the door. Experience in like real war zones and things like that. That's what it's inspired by, for good or ill. Kind of makes it a little bit more scary. So we're gonna go and I want one shovel, and I want one crowbar as well. Actually, cancel this. I'm gonna prioritize the crowbar. Don't upgrade, because we can dig faster with a shovel, but without a crowbar, there's certain things we literally can't get through. Some doors are locked, like this one over here is locked. We have a lockpick we can use to very quickly and quietly pick the lock, but in my home base, I'm just going to use a crowbar to get into these things. So we're midway through the day. When night falls, we're going to be stopping what we're doing here, and we're going to go and do our first scavenge. There we go. We have our first shovel. So, or a crowbar. Can we make a shovel? Do we want a shovel? I might not worry about it. I don't know. Some places we might want a shovel to... be able to dig some stuff up. We might bring a shovel with us from time to time on scavenging. He's got a nasty headache. Listen, I'm sorry, buddy. Not much we can do about it. We've got a bit of raw meat over here, which would be nice to cook. We're lucky it's not cold in here, but it will be at some point. So we can use our crowbar, for example, to pry open this cabinet. And hopefully find some especially good stuff. And you over here, so there's no crowbar available, although you can come over here and use the shovel to dig that out. We only have the one shovel, though. One shovel, one crowbar, so they're going to have to share back and forth. We got some, oh, we got some medication. Lovely. Who is sick? Marco is sick. Why don't you go, Marco, and take some medicine? We got pills here. Oh, you're the one who I told to go up there. Okay. And you... Tell you what, why don't you come all the way up? And you do that. You should automatically use the shovel. There we go, to clear that a little bit faster. And actually... since no one's using the crowbar, why don't you go ahead and pry open this door? Alright, he's taking his medication. He's sick, but he's on meds, so hopefully that'll help. We're going to have to fix up this door. It's kind of awkward to get into the little medical bay. And let's pry that open. Let's get you to start digging that. You can see how much faster it is to dig away debris with the shovel. He's going to open this. What you got for me? We got bandages. Good. And some books, which help keep away depression. So, why don't you go and open this? You're the one who's injured, right? Slightly wounded? Yeah. So why don't you... Hey, can you fix this door, first of all? And then you can bandage yourself up. Meanwhile, you're digging here by hand. Which I guess is fine. We got a piece of jewelry. I don't think it has any purpose in the game other than trade. But you can trade it for other things like food. Okay, so we'll get him to bandage himself so that he doesn't get worse or infected or anything like that. And the game will often start you off with people who are injured. Which kind of sucks, right? Alright, let's see if we've got enough parts to build a cooker. We really need to get a cooker going. Oh, it's nighttime. Okay, so we have to plan the night. Every night you can send one and only one person out to do scavenging. So, Marco is a skilled scavenger. He's actually got enough room for 15 goods, which is really good. He's a little bit sick, so part of me is wondering about leaving him at home so he can rest, but I think we're going to go ahead and send him scavenging anyway, just because he's so good at it. Bruno, who's wounded, will have him sleep while we have Pavle do guarding, so they can sort of cycle in and out. We don't have a bed, so they're not going to sleep comfortably, but they'll be okay. So the shelled cottage is really close to our shelter. There shouldn't be anyone there, but we should hopefully be able to find stuff, and again, we've got lots of things. When we prepare, we get the option of bringing stuff with us. So, for example, we could bring a crowbar, we could bring a shovel, we could bring a lockpit. I suspect very strongly that we won't need any of these for the first scavenge. If we go somewhere, because usually there's a lot of stuff just lying around. If we go somewhere, we pick up what's lying around, and then we realize, oh, there's stuff that we could potentially get if we had some extra equipment, then we can always go back. The other thing to note is that some of these things, like I believe the crowbar, can be used as a weapon. So if we get attacked at night by the people scavenging around, the guards will be able to use that to defend themselves. So we're not going to go and bring anything with us. We're just going to scavenge as is. Cross our fingers. Hope it works out. All right, house is still burning. Is it safe to go inside? And I mean, I don't know about you, but this sort of like hand-drawn, like charcoal drawing, I think it's just stunningly cool. Wow, there's a dead person in the window. The house is on fire. So we'll pick up what we can outside over here. Note that as we do things, so we got components and wood. Excellent. As we do things, we will create little sound waves. We will also see other sound waves on the screen. So if anyone happens to be around, we'll know. Wow, that's tons of building materials and wood. We're actually almost full as is. Now, that we might not stick with just that. We'll see how it goes. Let's peek through the door. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anyone inside. A fridge is good, because we could use some food. Now, I don't have to bring all this wooden components. I'll potentially leave some behind here. Because, yeah, food is going to be a priority. So let me tell you what. Let me leave some of these components and a little bit of this wood. We're going to grab the food, maybe the vegetables. What's this? Sugar and water? That's pretty good, too. I don't like single stacks of stuff, but let's go ahead and bring a full stack of sugar and a big stack of clean water, and then see what we want to do after that. Like, already I could call it quits, but I'm going to go ahead and check out and see what else there might be around. Some more sugar. Sugar's good when you want to brew booze later. No, I'm not going to... Is this search? Oh, it is a search. As I said, I don't want to sleep. What is this? Herbal meds and bandages. That's a huge priority. Okay, I'm going to leave the veggies behind and the one stack of meat. Bandages, meds. Alright, we might call it done now. We could check the basement. We could check upstairs. I don't think there's any need to go home early. Like, I don't think it makes a difference what time I go home. I might be wrong, though. Okay, we're clear on the other side. A little sound down there, but that's a rat. Because we saw it. Okay. Well, we're already full of that stuff. So we might come back to the cottage. I don't have a tool to force the lock. Okay, that's another good thing to note. If we do come back, maybe we should bring a crowbar to force the lock. We could also bring a lockpick, which again is faster and quieter. But since there's no one in here, I don't think I'd be worried about the noise of a crowbar. Let's check the basement out. The creepy basement. There's a pile of debris as well. You know what? Let's go ahead and start clearing the debris. It's going to make a lot of noise and take a lot of time, but I think we're going to be fine doing that. There is combat. Right now we only have fists. If we had a crowbar or knife, if we had a gun, we could switch to that weapon and use that for combat. Combat's pretty hard, and getting injured is really, really, really bad for you. So I'm going to dig this up just to get an idea of what's here. We're already full, but I can afford to stay a little bit longer. But I like the fog of war. Like, see, we've got vision up the stairs and through the doorway here into the sky. It's a very cool system. So we'll just wait till he finishes. People do get depressed and leave. People might get depressed and kill themselves as well in the game. I'm not sure. Someone's asking in the chat. If they do get depressed, I think they just leave. They're like, oh, this is hopeless here. You guys are all screwed. I'm not sticking around. I love the perspective view. Like, it's a flat 2D game, but you've got the proper sort of perspective and depth of field, which is kind of neat. All right, so after midnight, finished digging that up. So I just want to see what's in this cabinet. Ah, it's locked. Okay, so we'll have to come back with a crowbar, I think. More wood. In fact, you know what? I'm going to leave the sugar. Maybe I'll keep the water for now, but I'm going to leave the sugar. I'm actually going to go ahead and grab more wood because we're not going to start distilling anything right now, and we'll want the supplies. So we'll go ahead and run to the exit. Running is noisy, but again, I'm not concerned about there being anyone here to spot me. So I think that we'll call that a successful night of scavenging. We'll find out what happened while I was gone. Most likely we won't be attacked the first night. Found plenty of really fine stuff. What a night. Okay, night was calm. Excellent. Okay, great news. Marco is hungry and tired. We do have some food. Let's, he slept poorly, but at least he slept. Let's make a cooker because we've got so much raw meat. Hopefully we've got the materials for it. And we do a crude stove. We're going to make that. And I'm going to go ahead and place it in the kitchen, which seems logical. Meanwhile, hungry and tired. Yeah, sorry, buddy, but we're going to have to put you to work anyway. Over here, Pavla is reading. That's what he's talking about. And is there anything to snoop upstairs? There is. He can finish digging this thing out. Actually, I'll probably have him wait until Marco is actually done shoveling, so you can just use the shovel. I'll just tell him to wait right over here. There we go. You do that, and you fix the door so we can get through it. It's barricaded, so he's got to pull off the barriers. Cooking. Oh, what do we get? Some more herbs, some raw food. Okay, good stuff. Now, is this Bruno, who's the good cook? Excellent. Can we upgrade the cooker? Do we have the parts for that? We need 7 more components. Now, upgrading the cooker is a really, really good thing because you need a lot less fuel. Right now, we're going to have to burn some of our wood to create fuel. I'm going to create 3 units of fuel from our wood, and then I'm going to cook 3 units of food so that everyone can get a meal. Pry that open. And I think that is everything in our starting situation. Yeah. The other thing we'll need to do is build some beds. So tell you what. You come down here and build us at least a bed. And then they can cycle. Got some more books and some more water. Now, I don't know how many books you actually need. You know, I don't know if you want 1 per person or just having a book is enough to keep people from being depressed. I'm not sure. But a bed, very high priority item. Where are we going to set the bedroom? I think maybe over here. I like that. Cooking over there. Oh. Someone's at the door looking to trade. So he says. We'll see. In the press demo I played, I never had anyone bad come to the door. But who knows? Sometimes you get people who want to join you, and sometimes you get people who want to just trade. Alright. What you got there, buddy? He's got some medicine. a little bit of coffee, canned food, herbal meds, and yeah, they charge different stuff for different amounts. Like he doesn't want much for the cigarettes or the coffee, for example. But the food is really expensive. If we had a few more components, we could actually have upgraded our stove. We can have it for almost anything. So what do we want to trade for this? Well, we can trade a gem and maybe a couple of books. Whoops. There we go. I think we mostly want to keep everything else. You know what? I actually don't mind trading the lockpicks. So let's offer some of that in exchange for maybe a couple of cigarettes for Bruno or whatever. Plus a bunch of components, maybe? Very generous of you. Fine, we have a deal. I'm going to try to get as much as possible. It won't do try harder. So, if we do this, we can get a couple of cigarettes and then a bunch more building components. We can get some weapon components and things like that, but I think I'm going to be okay with this. I just want more bits to build stuff with. In exchange for some books, a couple of lockpicks, and a gem. Alright, you can go now. Meanwhile... Oh, I can't upgrade the cooker while there's food on it, which seems a little bit silly. But everyone go ahead and grab a bite to eat. You're tired, actually. So why don't you start sleeping right away? Because you can sleep during the day. If they've got enough time on the bed, they'll actually get rested by just sleeping for the day. We'll get them to sit and relax a little bit. Nothing more to tear down in this district. Okay. Let's go and get you a bite to eat. Oh, no, you're the sleeping man. Go back. Marco, go and eat. Nom 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 nom. Okay. Yeah, it's really annoying we can't upgrade the cooker right now. I want to save components for it. But it might be worth checking to see if there's something else we may want to build right now. I don't know. We can get a rainwater collector, which is not a bad idea. The problem with the rainwater collector is it needs a lot of filters to power to make water. We will need a heater at some point, but I don't think we've got to rush it. I don't think there's a point necessarily to build a second bed. Because right now I'm going to want one person up guarding, one person sleeping, one person scavenging. And then one of the people who's tired can sleep during the day once the bed is made. We can build a moonshine still. And get the booze to start selling things. And the radio so we can listen to weather reports and things. I think I'm just going to hold off for now. I think I could just end the day at this point. Which should... Pavla should become rested. Yeah, so he says, all right, I've rested. I could have also just waited long enough, and he might have gotten up. So, Pavla, the fast runner, who's still hungry, I think he's going to be the scavenger. Marco, who was the skill scavenger last time, is going to sleep in the bed, and Bruno's going to stay up and guard. I think that's good. And I think we're going to revisit the shelled cottage. It sucks that we don't have this huge inventory, but 12 is going to be okay. We're going to bring a crowbar with us. Although you see the crowbar does have a durability, so we'll have to potentially make some more. And yeah, I want to go back and clear the rest of that cottage. Oh, that's good advice. When I get back in the house, I'll check the R things to see how people feel. I actually shouldn't have run up there just in case there was someone inside. We might have alerted them. We're okay. Now, I think I mostly cleared the fridge. I might have left some sugar. Quite a bit. Alright, let's do that. And I think this is a little bit more sugar, which is not terribly important, but pick it up for now. Mostly right now I want building material. So we can get more stuff going on. Food's not bad, but the problem is it's going to take up a lot of space. Let's go see what's in the backyard over here. Actually, hold on. Before we do that, let's go up and open this cabinet. God, that is noisy. Look at the sound reaching all the way over here. You don't want to do this in the building where there's any enemies around. And there will be. There'll be other scavengers, other survivors. Some might be good, some might be evil, and some places will have soldiers. So, we can't take all. We've got some shell casings, some gunpowder, and some actual ammunition. Even if we're not going to use guns, it can be nice to trade. I think I'm going to leave the veggies and go ahead and take the stacks of this stuff. And maybe the meds, which is not as good as actual, like, pills, but they can still help. See, I'm much more interested in getting wood, though. I'm going to put back the herbal meds. Another stack of wood. I think I'll keep the raw meat. Maybe we'll put back some sugar. Get another stack of wood. Let's go ahead and dig up the backyard. See what's over there. You never know. You might find like a really amazing and important item back here. Hopefully there's no snipers that are spotting me. God, this game looks great. What a great little art style. I really like it. Yeah. I know I didn't bring a shovel with you. Sorry. Have Marco scavenging every night, have him sleep during the day. Yeah, that's very likely what's going to happen. I think we... what happened? Right, I had... the problem is I want to have a guard sleep during the day, too. Well, what'll probably happen is actually we'll build a second bed. And then the guard and the scavenger will sleep every day. And whoever sleeps at night will take over during the day. I think that's probably how we'll actually try to treat this. We should have plenty of material for a second bed. Yeah, the red circles are sound. They're mice or rats is what we're seeing right now. But later on, we'll get into places where there are people walking around, and it'll be really, really obvious what's going on there with the sound effects. Just like these little white circles that might be a little bit hard to see. Those are sound effects, but the ones we're making. And finish digging that up. All right, let's go see what's in here. Sometimes people bury some pretty crazy stuff outside. Got coffee. What is this? Fertilizer. Machine parts. Weapon parts. I don't have anything I can stack. And I like to grab stuff that's in a complete stack whenever possible. Quality roll-up. For what's his face? Leave the sugar behind. We don't need it quite yet. And the cigarettes we can trade if nothing else. Alright, I think we're going to leave. Hold on. There was another room to check out up here. So let's do a quick little run. Since it's nice and safe. Pry this open. Yeah, so that's a little rat or a mouse. Oh, magnifying glass. Flyers. This is a zone of anti-terrorist operation. Persons remaining in the city will be treated as terrorist supporters. For your own and your family's safety, leave Pogoren immediately. The army guarantees you a safe passage. Not many believe them after the atrocities they'd committed. What do we got? Lots of more building material. It might be worth another trip over here. The biggest barrier will be food. I have a gem to sell. Can we stack these roll-ups? Okay. Stack of machine parts, which I kind of like better. Let's leave out the casings. Let's grab the machine parts for construction. I'll keep the bullets because they can be traded if nothing else. I could grab some extra electronic parts, but we don't need that many of them, I think. I'm tempted to take the gem for trading purposes. It might be worth more than, say, just some gunpowder. I don't know, actually. Let's give it a try. Alright, let's take off. So we know there's still plenty of building parts here if we want to come back for that. So we're back. It's going to start to become more and more likely that we'll get raided during the night. And yeah, we'll definitely want to use a... Oh, we've been raided! Someone came, took some things by force. We had the crowbar too, so there was no weapon at home. Someone tried to rob us. They must have been more scared of us, so they didn't do much harm. We had some weapons. I think they used a shovel, but not enough for everyone. Marco was wounded, but the attackers didn't steal anything. Okay. So, you are tired. Go to... Actually, hold on. You're hungry. Let's go and finish the food right away. You're slightly wounded. Go ahead and bandage yourself. Okay. You're tired. Go sleep during the day. You are going to construct a second bed for us, so we can have both night people stay awake. Or sleep during the day. So maybe we'll put a bed over here. I like that. Okay, you're wounded but bandaged. And we're going to try to upgrade the stove so we don't use as much fuel when we cook. It's going to take a lot of parts to do it, but I think it's going to be well worthwhile. Because you use a lot of fuel for cooking, I find. At least when I was playing earlier. Alright, you sleep, set up the second bed, and then we'll put Pavla, or who? We'll put Bruno to sleep throughout the day. Good. People are hungry. I could use this better cook. I don't know how much difference it makes if you have the better cook do things. Actually, tell you what, buddy. I know you're tired, but I'm going to have you cook first. Now, I don't think they start to have too many problems at hungry. I think they can go to very hungry. So we're going to make some more units of fuel. Wait, it's going to take 4... Oh, that's parts. That's not what I want. Did I? I hope I did it with wood last time. I only have 2 extra pieces of wood. So we'll make a couple of units of fuel. Which I suppose I could have had Marco do before Bruno came. Smoke is what I need. Yeah, he's having a cigarette. And now... If I did have the vegetable. That's right. I could get slightly more efficient stuff. So we can make a couple units of cooked food, and that's it. I'll still go ahead and make it. It's going to be a hell of a lot better than making raw food. But clearly we're going to have to go scavenge somewhere else next, so that we can find more food. It's very important. And some wood for cooking. Alright, Bruno, you grab a bite to eat, and then we're going to put you to bed. And Marco, the skilled scavenger, we're definitely going to feed you, because you're going to go out tonight. And I wonder if there's any sort of weapon or anything we can make to help people defend themselves. If we check our things, some thoughts. Our shelter appears a bit of a reprieve of the horrors of war. We only have 1 chair. We have beds and we sleep in decent conditions. If someone gets sick or wounded, they'll have a place to rest. We don't have a radio. We don't know what's going on in the city. We have a few books. Good book helps forget the horrors of war. Staying here is better than living in complete ruin. Cigarettes consumed per day, 3. We have breaches in the walls. Our shelter is not safe, and we have to constantly be on guard. I don't know if that's something we can do. Can we patch up the walls? I mean, I don't see an interaction for it. Ah! Pavla is fully rested. Excellent. So, is there anything else we might want to build right now? Well, we could build another lockpick. That's all we have materials for. And here... we could go and build a radio that uses some of our parts, but it's not really the end of the world. Because we can't build anything else right now because we don't have any wood. I suppose I'll go ahead and do it. Apparently it can help brighten up their mood as well. Can we put the radio in the kitchen? No? Maybe in the front hall? No, right here. Let's go and do it. Let's go sit in the chair again. Patch walls interaction is on the workbench. Okay. We'll have to check that. I assume we need more food or more wood for that. Here, come down here. If we upgrade, yeah. I was gonna say I didn't remember seeing it in here, so we probably have to do the upgrade, which requires a lot of stuff. A lot of components and some wood and a few more gears. Just listen to the radio. I see. You're listening. So what we'll do is we'll tune all the way to one side. Like that. And then look for a radio station. Nope. Upcoming day is nice and warm. That's good. Our colleague Jovan died this morning. He was shot by a sniper on the way to work. Classical music. Right, that announcement. Anything else? Despite desperate counterattack, the rebels trying to lift the siege of Pogren. The city remains cut off. Government forces do not allow any aid to reach the city, claiming it would end up in rebel hands. Let's tune some classical music then. There we go. Nice. I think we're gonna end the day here. We don't really have any materials, so there's not much left to do. Bruno is tired, but that'll go away. There we go, with the end day. So we're actually going to go into the evening with everyone totally fine. Marco is going to be in charge of scavenging. Bruno is going to be in charge of guarding. Actually, I suppose we could assign 2 guards. I think we're going to do that. So we're not going to go back to the shelled cottage. There's a garage near the house. Should be lots of food. Before the war, you could have your car repaired here. Decent family business run by an impulsive son and his elderly father. If they still live there, they might be willing to trade with us. Alternatively, we might find a lot of parts there, or even some food. Yeah, I'd rather go somewhere where there isn't anyone. Semi-detached house there, but there are people living in the other half. There's a church. There's a priest there. Where do people want to go? Let's do a straw poll here. 1 second. We're not going to go back to the shelled cottage, that's for sure. Where to go? We can go to the garage. We can go to the semi-detached house. Sounds like each one of these places may have something. Or may have people, so we're going to have to deal with that in some fashion. Decrepit. Squat. Create poll. Grab the link. Vote. And vote. See what people have to say. I don't want to go to the shelled cottage because there's no food left, and we definitely need to get some food. Very high priority job. So click the link in the chat. Lots of people going for the garage so far. St. Mary's Church is in second place. Some people are saying the squat is safer. They shouldn't be a threat. No, so maybe it could be a thing. Garage is definitely leading the way. It's got 44% of the vote, and considering there's 4 options, it's well ahead of St. Mary's Church, which is at 21%. So we're going to go to the garage and see what happens. So hopefully, the people there are friendly. So go and scavenge. Do we want to bring anything we might want to trade with? We could bring a little bit of medicine. We could bring maybe a gem. We can try to do something like that. Hopefully we can scavenge some stuff, but we might be able to offer a little bit in trade. They might need medicine, they might need food, but we don't know, and I don't want to really fill myself up with too much of that stuff. So I'll just go ahead and do that. You know, maybe I'll bring like 1 herbal med. Just in case. Because somewhere there was someone who wanted medicine. I can't remember if it was the garage. I wonder if the owners are still around. So, out here, we're not being spotted. Let's go and peek through the door over here. If no one's spotting us, we can loot whatever we want. Oh, it's on the wall. No more hiding. We meet in heaven. Okay, but no one can see us here, so we're going to take what we have to. Take all that. Let's go up to the top over here. It's a big place. Look at that. Huge place. Nope. Nice little bit of a gap. I like that how they jump there. Whoa, lots of materials. Very nice. little bit of fertilizer, apparently. Just some rotten vegetables that we can use to grow some plants later on. Alright. Oh. Now. Ah! He does need meds. Okay, I kind of remember the right place. You can sort of hide in these little alcoves, too. I have herbal meds. Exactly what we need. We can give you a lot for this. Excellent. And then we can throw in the jewel as well. What do you have? You have a saw blade, crowbar, a hatchet, which they consider very valuable, lockpick, shovel. Mostly we want food and materials. It would cost you coffee for almost nothing, quality cigarettes for almost nothing, just plain tobacco. Ooh, a couple of filters, actually. Not having to build filters would be very nice. I think we mostly want some materials so we can upgrade some stuff. That and food. Oh, he's saying it'll cost you. Yeah, he's not willing to offer. Just too damn impressive. Still very generous. Take the gem away? No? Okay. We can work with this then. Assuming I have space for this stuff. Oh, yeah. Literally don't have space. How much space do I have? I don't know. Maybe we'll trade for like a hatchet or something. Something expensive. Cut through metal bars and chains. That's interesting. Chop furniture or people. Interesting. I can get the saw and the axe. And then I think I don't have any room for anything else. So it's 1 for 1. Because I think I'm full right now. But if I'm clearing up 2 spots by doing this, I can take the axe and the saw blade. Very expensive things. Let's check. Yeah, I'm full up. And I have an equipped melee weapon. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to come back here and like take all their stuff. Still, it's a pretty good haul already. Alright. We'll just go. It's fine. But I think we might come back. Depends on if we want to be nice or mean. We've already stolen some of their stuff. Did we get any food though? I think we might have gotten a little bit of raw meat. I can't remember. We also need a little bit of food. Yeah, really good haul. We got the axe, the hatchet. Or, that's the same thing. We got the saw blade and the hatchet. Okay, night was calm. That's wonderful. Only have 1 chair. It would be nice to do that. We're a little low on wood. We still don't have the veggies. And we're hungry. We're going to have to cook the last of our meat. We definitely need more fuel. Oh, let's put you to bed right away. And Pavla, the fast runner, you're going to go to bed. Bruno is likely going to stay up, and he'll sleep tonight. Actually, I guess we'll feed Bruno, or we'll get him to make food right now. We don't have enough water to cook more than 1 unit of food. Okay, my scavenger over here, I forgot. I gotta feed him first, and then he can go sleep. Scavenger gets top priority over the best food. I think the others are gonna go hungry today. Scavenger's gotta come back with actual food tomorrow. We'll probably try St. Mary's Church, because that was the number 2 in the list. So we'll go there, and we'll just try to see if we can fill ourselves up just with food. Okay, go to bed. And then, Bruno, you got really nothing to do. You can go and sit over here. We don't really have the materials to construct anything. So I think I'll just end day, get these people to be fully rested, and we'll go on one more scavenging mission. And then maybe we'll take a brief break. And yeah, people do get depressed if you go and kill a bunch of people for no reason, or if anyone dies. Okay, Marco, you scavenge. Bruno, you sleep in bed. Pavla, I know you're hungry, but you're going to have to be on guard duty, because someone's got to be. The supermarket is now available, as well as the quiet house. Why doesn't it say new for the supermarket? Oh, because maybe I moused over it. There's likely to be some people there. I'm going to start with St. Mary's Church. It's a little bit closer. There's some food. Huge amounts of food at the semi-detached house. Okay, maybe we'll go there. It does say danger, though. Whereas there's only caution advised at St. Mary's. What did it drop hole? Yeah, St. Mary's Church was higher. Let's go to church and see what we can do. I don't think I need to bring anything. We could potentially do some trading, but I wouldn't know what to bring. I could bring a book, maybe, because I think we've got some excess there. But I think I'd rather just keep completely empty. And yeah, we'll have to make a rainwater collector relatively soon. When I was a child, I would come here with my parents. I actually never saw the church. I don't know if it was included in the demo or not. If it was and I just didn't go. This is gorgeous and huge. Oh my god. Got the, it looks like a preacher over there. Listen, it sucks to sort of steal from the church, but, you know. What can you do? Let's grab all these materials to start off with. Oh, empty for now. People are talking down there. There's people in the catacombs. Welcome. We've been robbed recently, so we have little left. Okay. Flock sleeps beneath the church. Please do not disturb them. Well, I don't want to steal something right when he's watching, but I think we might go and disturb his flock. Oh, trade. Well, I just picked up a bunch of stuff maybe you'd be interested in. You got any food? You got cigarettes, meds. Oh, meds are really good. But yeah, it's really, really valuable. We could potentially just buy a filter. Lots of books. Let me get back to you there, Father. Can I go outside? How would we go? We go down for that? Yeah. Alright, well, I guess we're going down. I try to just... Everyone's sort of getting cranky. Oh, we got some metal bars over here. We could saw through that if we had it. No one's watching me. Oh, and useless trash, really? Is there anything outside? Let's take a quick look outside, and then we might go back. Oh, there's another house over here. Hang on. And we can... What is this? Mark on a wall a few words. Here lies Roxy, the best dog in the world. Oh! God, I know you're a depressing war game, but you didn't have to be that depressing. I don't see any sound. Oh. We should be able to climb up here, though. But we might have to come back with a lockpicking tool. Okay, good. This is open. Anyone over here? Nope. Okay, that's good. So the church itself relatively abandoned, but this building, it's got some potential. Oh my god. Nothing's got anything, though, and we really need some food. I can dig my way through here. Let's go ahead and hop down. Really? Okay, where's the kitchen? Looks like a refrigerator over here. Oh my god, there's someone there. With a gun! Get out! Get out, get out, get out! Oh, don't be afraid, I'm just looking around. Holy shite. Sup, bro? Okay. So we're both just looting the place. There's really not much going on over here. We have failed to find any food thus far, which is not good. So this other guy's going to be going around and looting the stuff as well. So that might be part of the reason there's not anything in some of these little piles. Yeah, see? We might go ahead and go down to the catacombs. Not sure. What? Oh. Really? Oh, these stairs are blocked off. Okay. Alright, let's go back over here. I don't want to go home without any food. If we have to steal them from something... no, dude, it's okay. You can come down this way. And you can come over here. And you can open the door from this side. You see it was walled off, which is why we couldn't get through. I wonder... Okay, there was barred off. Maybe we can actually get to things from this side. It's late. The day's almost over. We're actually going to run out of time here, and we're not going to have any food. Hang on. Because I think we have to dig our way through some rubble on this side. We do, but then there's a... I don't know if that's worthwhile. Let's just run up over here. We're going to risk aggroing the... Really? Okay. Oh, no, you're fine. We're going to risk aggroing people over here. They might not be around, though. They do wander. Now, they probably won't attack me. They'll probably just yell at me. Is that someone over the other side of the door? Yeah. Listen, you got a refrigerator over there. Sun rising, I got to move. Oh, it's barred off and everything. Did you see me? I gotta leave this place fast. Yeah, because if the sun rises, I'm gonna get sniped on my way home. Come on, just one last scavenge. Alright, let's run to the exit. Gotta get home before the sun rises. Uh-oh. 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 I've never had this happen before. I've never looted such a big area that was kind of unproductive. Come on, don't get shot. Don't get shot. Don't get shot. Uh-oh. There's been some problems. We hope Marco will be back, soon be back. I think I just lost Marco. And we still have no food. I could chop one of the pieces of furniture up for some firewood. Actually, I can chop, like, say, this cabinet over here. This game is serious business. We lost our super scavenger. Alright, cook. Go up here. Oh, we actually get fuel directly from doing that. That's actually really handy. Damn. Marco, no! Alright, you run up here as well, because I'm going to get you to eat as soon as there's food. Oh, right, we have no water. Alright, eat the raw meat. It's not good for you. And then everyone go and sleep during the day. And we'll have to try that again. He might be fine. He might show up in a day or two. But I bet you he won't. Oh! What was that? Marco. Marco's here. Oh! He made it back. Oh! Ho, 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 ho. Oh, man. Okay, let's go see if we can make a water filter. Whoo! Good thing everyone in the chat was saying polo. You guys really saved the day. Alright, let me make a rainwater collector. We'll drop it over here. Because we need some fresh water. Oh, and someone's here to trade. Bruno, go talk to him. What you got for me? You can buy some water filters directly, and they're apparently relatively cheap. You can buy fuel for almost nothing. I kind of like that idea. We don't have any meds or bandages right now, so I'm really tempted to buy some, but I don't like the idea of trading anything too valuable for it. Like, as is, we could maybe trade off some... we can get quite a bit with the electronic components, actually. Yeah, this is ask for a lot in exchange. There's no way. We'd have to give up... I don't know, what about bullets? No. Alright, we're not getting any bandages. We'll just have to dig them up. But I don't mind trading a few electronic components for some of that stuff. A little bit of fuel. You know what? Why don't we take a bunch of wood and materials and gears and stuff? Tell you what. I don't need the bullets. In one book. I'm going to keep this equipment, though. One book, my bullets, and a few electronic components for some gears and wood, the filters, and some fuel. I'm okay with it. No, you can go. Bye-bye. Trade for water. We're about to get water. I guess water is pretty cheap. I could have traded for it, but we're about to start getting our own. I probably should have asked for water. I was being a derp. Are you? Did you finish, buddy? Come on. Oh, that's Marco. He should be sleeping right now. Get in bed, buddy. Get Bruno to work on this. So now what we do is we put in a filter and we get water. And we'll get 4 of them in half an hour. Or it takes a half an hour to set it up, and then it takes 4 hours to get some water. But then we will get some. There we go. Everyone's just sleeping. I think we're going to end the day now. But before we do that, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we will end the day, do some more scavenging. I'm so happy Marco made it back alive. I don't know if we go back to the church. It feels a little awkward. I don't think we're going to do that. I think we'll end up going somewhere else. Somewhere where we haven't been yet. And again, we need to find some actual food. And the church was not a good place for that. Maybe we'll go to the supermarket. It's risky. But we could go to the supermarket and maybe try to be stealthy. But that will have to wait until after a short break. See you in a minute.